This video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, yeah, Hato is still not aware that Blizzard Sherbert exists. As a Gochizo, he's gonna be so fucking out of his mind, right, when he actually sees the Blizzard Gochizo, the Sherbert, where the fuck this Gochizo is. By the way, hey, Tariq is not here with me. Something has come up with him, so it's just me doing a solo, recording this week. So it's just me talking about stuff, right, rambling on about whatever real world current day political issue is. Right, hey, look, Hanto discovered that got put into a text group where Trigger is discussing all his evil plans with all his minions. Right? That's exactly what is going on this week for Hanto. He, as a journalist, found out that Sugar is evil this entire time. It turns out, it turns out that is what's been going on for him, right? So, hey, it is Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 27. Sweet, sour and sweet to the point of burning. But and look, man, Hanto's been doing a lot of drugs. These drugs have not been working out with him. He should, maybe he should have actually went to a licensed medical professional instead of going to a shady back alleyway doctor this entire time, to get his illegal medicine. But yeah, he discovers that Sugar has a bunch of shoma coming in. He is the source of bitter Gavv, right. So yes, so that what's been going on. So the shoma makes a new Gochizo. It is the chocolate cookie, chocolate cookie, whatever. Right, once again, going back to how I don't understand how Gochizo logic works, right? Right, so did he eat a chocolate chip cookie in order to get this? Like, why would he eat like a... Right, that means if he eats like other type of cookie, like when we eat like a sugar, it's like a plain sugar, is it like a basic ass cookie or like a sprinkle? Right? What happens there? I don't understand anything. But yeah, hey, Sugar goes, hey man, you want to go check this out? Hey, you want to test this out for me? Looks real good, right? Hato does not like, and he gets the fuck out of there, I don't know, man. I know Sugar doesn't bother these guys. Oh man, this guy is doped up, right? This guy, it is already in his body. Like, I don't care. He can just walk up. I'll find him. But I don't know. He could have just kind of just set the shomas, the bitter shomas to go after him. But he's like, fuck it. He's good enough. He can't get far. I mean, he doesn't get far, right? Which is the best thing, right? Because as Shoma come on, I got food stuck and Sachika going off, I guess, on their mission, their daily mission. They just find Hanto. Well, what happened to the? Aren't they on a job? Yeah, right, and everything, right? Like, weren't they still on a job? Like, nah, fuck that. Hey, fuck that job. Emergency. Yeah. So, hey, so we're taking to Uncle Dente's in his fucking mountain cave, right? By the way, I did not realize this mountain actually technically has a door, so that means people could actually find this door. Like, if he just hid in the cave with like vines and leaves or something, right? Right, I probably would have found that. In fact, he just has a pretty open cave, with doors. That makes it way more suspicious for people to find him, right? Also, boy, the best part of this episode is when we cut to the next scene, right? When we have the Gochizo being used as where Uncle Dente has them as a fucking work slave to generate electricity. Right? I feel like he could subvert this if he just buys like an electric generator. Right? Someone should teach Uncle Dente about electric generator instead of just having like a bunch of little Gochizo run on a hamster wheel to provide power. I don't know. I just think it's real fucking funny, right? Yeah. So he discovered the dark chocolate Gochizo. Like, oh man, what the fuck is this? Sachika has like some sixth sense type of deal, and she catches the dark Gochizo. And I was like, man, I never seen this guy before. What the fuck is this thing? Hey, look, they put the dark Gochizo in a drawer. Like, boy, hey, that's very. Hey, Sachika. Hey, look. look, you don't know about the internet, but hey, don't put Gochizo in charge, right? I don't like what you're doing that. Right, and despite Hanto's warning of saying, "Hey, Sugar's bad," before he passed out like earlier, Hanto's like, "Hey, I'm going to visit Sugar. I'm gonna see you. What's up with him? Right? I'm gonna see what's going on over there. What's Sugar up to? Yeah." And then that's when Shoma finds out too. Hey look, we're that's when everyone finds out that hey, Sugar bad guy. It turns out should not trust him, right? Yeah. So now Hato gets no, sorry, not Hato. Shoma gets kidnapped by Sugar, right? Hato guess find confronts Sachika and she's like, hey, stop this. Say, stop doing drugs. It's bad for you. You guys need to stop with your weird little your weird little drama options now. Right. Yeah. Uncle Dente offers to remove the granite organ in his body, but Hanzo's like, no. I need this, and the only way for me to kill Shoma and also technically your family, right? I need this to kill them. Once I kill them, you can take out this organ in my body, but until I see every single stomach family member in the ground, right? Right. I'm keeping this in, but yeah. Shoma gets kidnapped. Sugar's like, "Hey, meet me in the parking lot. We'll settle this. Well, we'll settle this right now. Right, right." So, Hanto goes running off, right, to go fight Sugar. I guess I don't know what his big plan is. He's like, "Oh, hey," Sugar's like, "Hey, come meet me." But it's always that Hanto doesn't have like any henshin. He has no gochizos, right? He has no gochizo. I mean, I guess he has his gun, but there's like I guess that's it. Right, but he's like, I don't know what Hato's trying to do, right? So they go to Plan B. I guess it was Plan C now, right? If Plan A was Shoma going to confront Sugar, Plan B was, and then him get kidnapped. That didn't work. Plan B was Hato going to confront Sugar. Don't know what that plan is. That plan is that very very thought out. So they're like, all right, Plan C. Let's go. Let's contact Lockett, who is just a grown ass man in the middle of a children's park. I was like, oh boy, hey, look, I understand you're new to this human world and everything, but boy, hey, man, someone should have told him like, hey, don't go hanging around children's park and playing around in like a playground during the middle of the day. That's very suspicious, especially when there's a bunch of little children nearby. Some people will call you where you'll get called out. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so but they're like, hey, but before you go, hey, come to this mountain cave real quick. Well, we need a favor and everything. And then yeah, so Sugar has like the bake magnum, I believe this thing is called. But I do not. Once again, going back to I don't understand what the fuck Hanto's gun is. I don't understand. So at least this thing, right, has like a face, so you can tell that it's like a dinosaur or whatever the fuck. But once again, this thing, right. I'm not a big fan of the color aspect. Maybe the fact that bake. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. By the way, Sugar is Kamen Rider Bake. By the way, he's gonna blaze it. He's gonna right. He's baked out of his mind. Right. So he's like a cookie themed Kamen Rider. So yeah, I don't like the coloring of the gun because it conflicts with Sugar's base form design. So it looks really fucking ugly when he holds the gun. Like if the gun was like more white, probably like it was more recolored to fit Kamen Rider's bake design, I probably would have found a big issue. Or bake was colored to resemble the gun, right? I wouldn't have a big issue, but this gun, it's really just fucking out of place. It looks really fucking stupid, right? And like when you compare like the color contrast to like the main design, like at least with Hanto's gun and Valen, right? They're both dark colors, right? So you can get away with it, but this thing looks so fucking out of place, the Bake Magnum or whatever the fuck this thing is, right? It's like a bunch of random blue accents. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck's with this blue accent? This thing makes no fucking sense. I don't know why. I don't know why it's even there, right? I don't even know what's even the point of having this thing having blue accents on it, right? It just looks randomly out of place, and it looks really. Boy, look, I know that Kamen Rider is a show made to promote toys and to sell toys, but this looks really toy centric. This thing looks like a literal actual fucking toy, and I cannot get over how dumb the Bake Magnum looks. But yeah, Shoma's getting his ass beat by Sugar. Uncle Dete's, hey man, hey look, if Nerve can make this, I can reverse engineer this, right? I'm gonna make a new gochi. I'm gonna make a new gochizo and a new belt for Hanto to use. Right? That help him out in his time. But yeah. Shoma is getting his ass beat. It's real bad. It's not good. But Shoma's like, oh no, I don't want to fight humans. Or some his stupid weird philosophy, right? Or whatever the fuck his thing is. Right, I don't. It's whatever. He gets his ass beat. Sugar reveals like, hey, look, Sugar is basically pulling the fucking I'll let 1,000 I'll kidnap 1,000 children, baby, right? Right? I'll sacrifice anyone I means if it means if I can become all powerful, all immortal of wherever the fuck. And then we found out that hey that fuck man, I forgot the name of the Hanto's Shoji, right? I guess that's his name. This guy appeared for like the first 4 episodes. Then he died, and then and everything. Right, sure, that's his name. This has always been a trap. Right. Look, this has been all part of his grand master plan since the beginning. Right, to manipulate Hanto in order for him to be used as an illegal experiment. Right. Yeah. I mean, look. So here's the thing about Sugar's big plan. Right. So it makes sense for Nervo, right, for him to reveal like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, right? But I don't know how Sugar thought that Hunt was gonna reveal that it was connecting to him, right? Because he was operating for the challenge. There was like no point in his big theory that, oh yeah, this is all part of my master plan. Like, no, there was no way. I don't think there was like any way for Hanto to figure out that this was all part of his master plan and not Nervo's master plan. Right? So it's whatever, right? But yeah, look, it's not looking good for the game, so they just fucking need like, all right. Look, we know. Look, we know when to take this out. We're just gonna dip and get the fuck out of here. Right? Not our week, but yeah. Sugar using the baked gochizo starts disintegrating him. Like, oh, using a lot of power. Look, so that's when you don't have a grand organ in you. You can't comprehend all this power. Right? Makes sense. But yeah, that's this week's episode. I really hate Bake's design. I think it's really bad. It's simplistic, but it's not the good simplicity. It's really just ugly. It's like someone just took a white suit. They just put like random ass chocolate, like random ass color slob on it, and they call it a day. Also, it's very very simplistic. Like it only has like the chest, the shoulder, and like the knees and arm guard. Right? I feel like it's missing something for it. Like it doesn't look that interesting, right? It looks very, very bland, right? In comparison, like when you look at like Shoma's into like Gavv or Valen or Vam's design, right? Like I don't know, I'm just not feeling Bake's design. It looks, I don't know. I mean, it might be the color scheme, right? I'm just not a big fan of like this weird. It's not white. It's like fucking butterscotch. Where the fuck they're trying to use as their thing for color for like cookies, whatever. Like I don't know. This design does not look. Maybe if it was just recolored, I probably would have liked it. But I'm not a big fan of the color choice they used for this thing. Right? Bake's design looks really bad. Also, this is our third Shoma Kamen Rider Gavv adjacent base rider. Right? Like, it does not look original enough. Right? Right? Especially when we already have Bitter Gavv, which Gavv looks way better. Now we have like another design that's inspired by Gavv. Right, so it's kind of losing. It's like the further you, it's like when you use like when you're printing something, every time you print it, the ink tone is running out. That's what this feels like. It feels like the ink tone is running out, and that's how we got to Bake. Yes, I'm not feeling Bake's design. I like his other form, the one that they've been revealed in the magazine, like the weird potato chip stick for that thing. That thing looks unique, but this design I'm not really feeling it. But yeah, that's this episode. The mystery is being revealed. Yeah, boy. Once again, Hanto, and just Hanto's little pissy boy arc is it makes him look like a big fucking idiot. It turns out, right? Once again, going back to what I said, I don't like the whole Hanto being hating Shoma arc again. Story bit. We have already done this, right? We're like I said, this is like we're now technically we're now past like the halfway point for the show, and they're repeating a story bit that they pretty much finish and resolve in the first story arc of the show. Now they're doing it again. It's really annoying, right? But I hope this is a big wake up call for Hanto, right? Hey, look, but don't worry. Look, he's gonna get like a. Hey, look, he's feeling down. We'll go to a Dairy Queen after this, and we'll give him one of their Dairy Queen Sunday freezy where the fuck where they pull it upside down, and I hope that would cheer up, little buddy. Would that make you feel better? You want a Dairy Queen Blizzard? A Blizzard there. That's what I was thinking of. All right. Anyway, hey, yeah, that's this week's episode. Okay, thanks. Bye. I hope Tariq comes back at some point. Right? I do not want this to be a weekly Gavv thing for me to do. All right. Now I'm done. All right. Okay, thanks. Bye.